All right. We in the house. Black again. We're gonna be talking about Nimrod the Cushite, the African king behind Babel and Babylon. We're gonna talk about that. Now, again, we have to dispute, what what they claim to be the mother of all civilization, Sumeria. Nobody's gonna make me believe that. Nobody's gonna make me believe that at all. That is literally a untruth, and I'm gonna show you why. And anybody can speak otherwise, then let them speak. And so, matter of fact, let me go on and get in here. You know, they've always been looking for the source of all civilization to be outside Africa. And matter of fact, you know what? I'm gonna still come this way. I'll just drop it in. I'll just drop it in. I ain't gonna because I'm just getting back into my Babylon and all of that. And so I got to stay on it to tighten it up. You know what I'm saying? Got to stay on it to tighten it up. But as you can see, we're gonna be moving quickly to get it in tip top condition. So you check me out in just a day or two or 2, 3 days. You're gonna see how tight, the topics is gonna get. We're gonna get the crushing out here. We ain't leaving nobody standing. Anybody want to come against the Nile, please bring it on. Please do that. We are looking for sacrifices. We looking for sacrifices. Please do me a favor. Show up. How we doing out there? Now, just like as I was saying, because a lot of people and they saying that, we look at the ziggurats. We look at the ziggurats of Mesopotamia. Nah, wait a minute. Let's be clear. These are our people. These are our people. You feel what I'm saying? Let's be clear about that. We're in no means being, of disrespect. This is one of the great civilizations. I choose India over Sumeria. I do, because India use megalithic stone. They use stone, which in a lot of the temples in India still standing. This right here is this is inefficiency. This is inefficiency. This is not on nowhere near the level of even the Indian people, which is Naga Kushites. The original people is the Naga Kushites. The science is that, and they build they temples, and we'll get on them soon too. We just tightening it up one lecture at a time. We was been on the old Mex. Now we're gonna get on the Babylonian, the Mesopotamian. We're gonna tighten them up. Then we're gonna get on the Naga Kushite, and we're gonna go all the way around the world, and we're gonna keep tightening up until people understand there is no doubt that the Kushites created civilization all over the planet Earth. All of these are children of Cush. But this right here is really unacceptable. This is unacceptable that they didn't, and people say it was because of the area that they lived in. Well, then that just, that's a blemish. You had to sell that shit in. You had to get it in high. The Egyptians, they went and cut stone shit 800 miles away and drug it across the goddamn land. Some of it they drug across the land. They drug it across the damn. Some of it they sell and some of it they drug. But we give high praise to our Cushite family, but for people to try to put Sumeri, Mesopotamia over Egypt is just totally unacceptable. You're not gonna make me believe that these people came first. The Indian try to say, they do say they older than Sumeria. Say Sumeria is one of their damn colonies. That's what they say. I don't believe that part. I do believe that you know, that the Naga Cushites coming from Ethiopia and Egypt went to India first, because you got to touch down over there before you turn up into the Persian Gulf. And we're gonna get into this. This is another, I'm gonna show you the map. This is another okay, did I do that? Okay, I did that. Okay. Hold on, family. Okay, it did it. Okay. So here it is. This is another ziggurat. This is another ziggurat, and you can see it's mud. It's mud brick. That's not acceptable. That's not acceptable, man. For me to believe that these people started first. These people started first. That they're the first civilized over the people that built this. That don't make no sense to me. You know, I don't. Matter of fact, let me see this Uruk. Let me see how old they saying Uruk is. How old is the city of Uruk, Mesopotamia? Say around 5,000 BC, small farming communities. Around 4,000 BC, Uruk began developing into a substantial settlement. 3,500 to 3,200, it expanded into one of the world's earliest genuine cities. Well, shit, I mean, okay. They always come around that same time, though. That 3,500 to 3,200. You know, they always keeping all these cities right around that same time period, because they trying to synchronize this bullshit. Around 3,300 to 3,200 BCE, early pictographic writing appeared there. Around 2,900 to 2,700 BCE, Uruk remained a powerful Sumerian city-state, the traditional period associated with King Gilgamesh. Okay. And so as you can see, family, you can see here, matter of fact, where is that old Mac? Where that master lecture? There you go. I got the I want to get the blocks so you can see the blocks on these pyramids. I think I put them up here. Here they go. Right here. I'm gonna put, see, this is what I love about it, having these lectures like this. I could just slide it over, so you can see. So when you and you hear, and matter of fact, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna copy this, you feel me? And I'm gonna take, that's the Teotihuacan. You see them blocks right here. Now I'm gonna take the blocks, these are mud bricks. I'm gonna take these mud bricks, I'm gonna copy it, and I'm gonna put it over here for anybody that I'm about visuals. I don't need nobody to tell me who is the oldest. It take more time to write or to create a 15 volume encyclopedia than it does a 3-page book report. And so if I see a damn 15 volume encyclopedia on a bookshelf, I know damn well it took more time to do that than a 3-page book report. That just makes sense to me. And so when I look at these bricks, and this ain't even close. When you look at the bricks from Uruk or whatever and you look at them damn stone blocks, that shit ain't even close. Because I'm telling you, beyond any reasonable doubt, that it took tens, if not hundreds of thousands of years to develop a skill to be able to cut that many blocks and put a 43, 44 story building in the desert with over 2 million stones, and you dragging 100-ton blocks damn near almost to the top. This is mind blowing. These people started first. They started first. They would have had to been cutting stone for tens of thousands of years to get to that point. If it was that easy to do, you would see that shit all over the place. You only see it in one area of the planet where they did it like that. That's Egypt, which gives me all I need to know that they started first in civilization, period. So if you can look at that and you can find a way to say they started first, and that don't take shit. All you need is a damn shoebox and put some mud and slap some fucking mud in there and let it dry, and then, start stacking them, get together. Probably get some wet mud to put in there, some mortar, put some wet mortar up in there and stick it together. You can see all this grass and shit. That's grass. Grass and shit up in there. But that's what it is. So, when you start, so when you come down, you compare these civilizations, and you see immediately the difference between the ancient Cushite Egyptians. I mean, they dealing with masonry, man. Real talk. Real talk. And so now this is, I showed y'all this one already. And so it's mud. It's mud. The shape, it then lost its shape and all of that. Whatever it was, it might have been beautiful in its time. But it might have been beautiful in its time, but that time is no longer with us. That time is no longer with us. Nah, this is crazy. And I showed y'all, I'm the first one to show y'all this. Do y'all see this? Now, this is the first flag of Iran, the one to the left. I'm going to show you the original copy because I'm the one that showed it to you. If you see this right here, you can go to the Museum of Susa. Is that Persepolis? It might be Persepolis. Okay, it is Persepolis. It's the museum in Persepolis. It give you the number down there. If you wanted to, it's number 2436, plaque of Lapis Lazuli, Pace, Persepolis, Achaemenid. And so that's the dynasty. But you see that, and this is what they got up under it. They say this is the first flag of Iran. And you could clearly see that it's nothing but a rendition of Heru. How y'all gonna make me believe that y'all came first over there in Mesopotamia and everything that y'all take come out of Egypt? Show me what y'all had before Egypt then. Show me. You see? Now, matter of fact, this is, Persepolis was a part of Iran, ancient Elam. And Elam sat right aside Babylonia, and it was in the south, and see, this is the difference between Iran and Elam, because Elam sat closer to the Persian Gulf. So when you look at Susa, it sat real close to Uruk. You see, so really the ancient Elamites, right there where you see Susa, is in the Mesopotamian what is it called, where when the rivers flood, they also flood river. I think it's the river plain. I think it's the river plain, and that's anywhere when it flood. When the river flood, there waters and all the silt and all of that are piled up. So Elam was also a part of that. Was a part of that. So it was closely aligned with Mesopotamia. So you see right here, this is in the Museum of Susa. That is one of the immortals. And you can see that he's black, and you can see he got woolly hair. And it's the same hair in his head, in his beard. And you can see the naps. You can see the naps. That's what they is in his beard. And this is another one. And I wonder where is it? I didn't see. That's another one. I wonder if I had that. I was looking. Now, this is what they're going to try to do for you. Let me show you what they're trying to do. They're trying to whitewash this situation, but they ain't going to be able to do it. But where is that one? It was a Sphinx. And I done let that, well, they'll one of them. You see that? You see them, and you see that they black. They have them black. You see the winged sun disc up there too. That's out the Nile Valley. That's the Nile, and that's the Akkad where you got the two lions. And you can see, this is the Greeks got some influence from here. But that's the Akkad, that's the two lions in ancient Egypt, symbolic of yesterday and tomorrow. One looking back in the past, one looking to the future. One looking to the. Now I took this. You can see this is old boy off of what's that? What's Happening? Because he used to wear that shag. See, you can see that the immortal, he got a shag in the back. He got that shag in the back, and so he was one of the first ones that I could remember that wore a shag like that. But that's what that is, and all you had to do is let the beard grow out, and so again, now here's the Zoroastrianism. So if they came first, show me what they had. Zoroastrianism, see, that's the wing, what they call the Badeti. And so that's the Badeti, the winged sun, that'll be over the temples of ancient Egypt. And all they did was take the Badeti and Zoroaster. Now he think but that's where them Arabs and all got the flying carpet and all of that shit. You're on a flying carpet and they call it the Borak, which is a winged horse with a human head, and say Muhammad flew from Mecca to Jerusalem on the back of a horse with a human head and all. I say, man, what the hell is y'all talking about? Y'all into fairy tales and shit, And so I'm just showing you a couple of things to show you that Nimrod the Cushite, they heavily. And then when you look at what they call the gate of Babylon, that's the pylon. That's the pylon that come out of Egypt. That's exactly where it come from. So, a matter of fact, I had a one even better than that. Where that one at? I've been showing it so long, and I'm just now. This is what I'm talking about. See how they try to whitewash it? Look at this shit, man. Look at this shit. I mean, yeah, and you ain't never seen no white man ever, motherfucker. You have a curly perm in your head and shit. That's the only way you gonna see him. You got a curly perm in your head like that white boy that be painting and shit. He got him a creatine perm in his head to make it look like he got an afro and shit. So that's crazy. This is what they trying to do. Let me make sure Oh, okay. I didn't see brothers. I had to come in. Okay, 220. You just said, how did the Arabs get the land? As far as Mesopotamia, I know the indigenous. Well, they came in. It's like a lot of them raised, what they call them, the nomads and shit, like the Aryans and shit, that you had two branches and they broke off. One went into India. When they talk about the Aryan invasion of India, and then one broke off and went into Iran. And so they came up, and just like the Mongols. The Mongols is, they were raiders. That's what they lived on horseback, a lot of them. They had cavalry. That's how they fought. The Mongols had the most vast cavalry in human history and shit. And so that's how they came down through there. They came, one went into India, another one went in, didn't bring nothing with them but warfare. So the Elamites, I just showed you the immortals, but this is another I have some more pictures right here. This is another picture of an Elamite right there. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna blow him up. Look like he got a cat skin on, which is like the priesthood of all the, I don't know what kind of but you see he got some type of a skin on. Just like the priest and down there every other society. All the Cushite priests wear the cat skin. If you go into old Mecca, it's the jaguar. You go into India, it's the tiger skin. You go into Cush in Egypt, you wear the leopard skin, and you got the cheetah skin. They wear it for different ceremonies. The cheetah skin, you got the lion, the lion mane. They got the leopard. So when you look at them Cushite priesthood, they wear the leopard skin. So this is Elamite, and you can clearly see he's African. I don't give a damn what nobody say, and they tried to make it seem like, they ain't Hebrews, they Africans. And they might have, as they migrated into other lands, they probably took on different types of phenotypes. But the root of it is what it is, The root of it is what it is. Now, right here, show you, and then we're gonna move on. This is right here is when they was putting them bricks around that damn and I had some more. I got to find. They don't even want people to see this shit no more. But this is when they put the bricks around it. It was just a damn heap of damn dried up mud brick. So this is what it looked like when they first found it. This is the ziggurat of Ur. Ur. This is the ziggurat of Ur. And so this is what it looked like. It melted down and lost its shape. And then Saddam Hussein came and put what you see around it, the outside walls and shit around it. Saddam Hussein did that, trying to make it look like something. Trying to make it look like something. But this is the Iraqis when they was putting it up there. The Mesopotamian showing you the blackness. Clearly see that. Clearly see that on the. I think what's that? A bull? I think it's a bull. And this is Persepolis. You can see the brother right there on the wall. And all the rest of them, they just got different cultural aspects. But anyway, and I'm gonna show y'all this before we get out. Because I'm just, showing. Now this is at Persepolis. You can see the Egyptian doorways there. So I mean, if Mesopotamia is older, I mean, all that shit is Egyptian. I mean, show me what you had before the Egyptian. You know what I'm saying? Now you can tell when the Egyptians show up, you see that stone? It's something different going on here. It's something different. They ain't just using no damn mud. When the Egyptian, and it says that Campbell carried off Egyptian architects. It said that. Herodotus said it. that they captured Egyptian architects and brought them to Persia. And so you see right there, all them Egyptian doorways, they call them tapered doorways. They usually shorter at the top, wider at the bottom. It gives it like a trapezoid type of look, you know, a trapezoid type of look where it's shorter at the top and wider at the bottom, you know, and you see the immortals down there, the woolly head immortals down there. But anyway, family, we're gonna tie back in. I think, you know, we just getting on the Babylonian one, so I'm gonna most definitely tighten this up, you know, as we move along. I want to show y'all this too. I'm gonna show y'all this. This is when they was, you know, when ISIL was over there. And so they had, you know, went up in a couple of them museums and they went to tearing all that shit up. You know why? Because it don't look like them, man. You know, they was upset at that shit, you know. And they even blew one of them down, you know, they blew some shit up over there too, trying to get rid of it. Here's another looking at the doorway in Egypt and looking at the one in Persepolis, you know. So that is Egyptian. So if you're gonna say that the Mesopotamia is older than Egypt, show me what they had before that's worthy to be, you know, acknowledged first and foremost. I don't see nothing that would make me believe that the Mesopotamians is even close to being as ancient as the Cushite. That don't even make no sense. But anyway, family, I'll be black in just a second. See you. Make sure you get over to Patreon. The link is right there at the top of the chat. Get over there, get that work, and I'll see you black here in a minute. Black Pop.